Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with Basecamp Trading. It is Thursday, April 13th, and we're going to take a look at crude oil. But before we go into detail about this, as you know, tomorrow is Good Friday. So I will be out of the office from Friday until Monday. So there won't be another video update until Monday for those of you looking for them because the markets are closed. So with that being said, today we're going to talk a little bit about trend lines and support and resistance levels after trend lines are broken. So you can see here, one of the setups we were watching today in crude oil was first off, just an overall head and shoulders pattern that's forming. Okay, we have our left shoulder, we have our head, and this was potentially forming the right shoulder with a neckline all the way down at 52.70. But within the context of that head and shoulders, we were watching a trend line going up and across the two pivot lows on the right shoulder. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because this in and of itself is not a bad setup. It was a decent trend line from a market that had started an initial move down. So it had that initial leg down, then consolidated up, and we're looking for it to break and move lower. So that in and of itself is not a bad setup. It's normally what we call a micro trend. However, with crude oil and with any other market that you're watching, you need to pay attention to the first two tests or the next steps that the market needs to take once it breaks through that trend line and triggers a trade. The first step is we need to see it actually react correctly. So you should have an idea or an outlook on how that market should behave when it goes to break through a trend line. In this case, we expect it to run, which it did. It started to push lower, which is exactly what you want to see. Then the second test, or the second thing we look for, is where's the first support or resistance level. In this case, it's going to be from the previous pivot low right here, which was at 52.89. So we need to watch for the first break through the trend line itself to trigger the trade, and we want to see a good reaction, a nice strong snap to in the direction of the trade. And then we need to pay attention to how the market acts when it gets to that first pivot low. If that pivot low, if it goes down and hits it and bounces back like this and stays above it, then you close your trade. All right, if it goes down and breaks through it, then we have the potential to continue to run, and we're in good shape to continue to let it move lower. Now, the reason we want to pay attention to this is this today would have been an okay trade to take. I mean, the trend line break was at about 53. The support wasn't for 11 ticks, so $110 a contract below that. But if the support had been, let's say, at around 52.93, 52.95 or so, where there's only 5 or 6 ticks between where the break is and where that first support level is, a lot of times it's a better idea just to wait until it actually breaks through that first pivot low to confirm that it's actually going to work. Okay, so main thing I'm telling you to watch for is when you're breaking through a trend line, your first pivot low, the first previous pivot low, is going to be the first support or resistance level you're going to be watching to see if it's going to be able to get any legs behind it and actually run and make you some money. If it reacts adversely, such as bouncing off of it like this and closing up, then you close the trade right away, save yourself the loss, and just say, hey, it's not worth being in. The market's not behaving correctly. You can always look to re-enter if and when it breaks the support. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget, on the bottom left-hand side of your screen here, there should be a video. That's going to be one of the previous videos we've posted here on price action trading. And don't forget to click the little man in the right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get updates whenever we send out a new price action video or trading setup video, because this is a great way to get free education on how to trade the markets. All right, that's it for today. I will see you in the trading room on Monday for those of you that are members. For those of you that are not members, go ahead and join for the $7 trial. It's only $7 for an entire month. So just go to basecamptrading.com/go, or there is a link right down in the description here. You can click on that, and that'll direct you right to the checkout page. So that's it for today. Have a great Easter, and until next time, happy trading.